Welcome everybody back to Goblets and Warlocks. This is episode 25, Descent into Avernus, the Shadows of Rageroy. It's been a while. One of the sessions of the last one, my internet for this wire that comes out, the wire went bad or something, so my internet went completely. And then the next session, we had just too many people out, and I had to cancel that session. So this is our last session for my big move. If you don't know, I am moving on the 23rd of September. Now I'll be moving back to Virginia, and that's when during that time span I will not be running any games, doing any giveaways, because obviously I'm traveling, I'm driving across country. So if you like, you can join our Discord, !Discord, down in the comments. Nate in our Discord is doing the giveaways for this month and next month. Right now he's got a giveaway for orange resin dice that he's giving away, and the next month he's got like 3 giveaways he's planning on doing, so it's going to be great. So if you'd like to join our Discord, join our wonderful community, and get in our monthly giveaways, I'll just push it down there. Just click that link and it gets you into our Discord, and you can join our giveaways. I'll be picking them back up once I get settled in Virginia. Next is, if you like some sweet, awesome merch, like the shirt I'm wearing, I got hoodies, I got glasses. These fine, lovely people here, their character art is on hoodies and shirts and all that stuff in there. Only one I don't think I've done yet, maybe Letsy's, but I have to double check. So I'll get hers, put it on there too. We are missing a person tonight, so we're going to continue on without them. Ella is his character. And Adira is with us. She is here. She just does not have a camera currently, so she is here, so no need to worry about that. And I'll be doing a recap since it's been so long. And oh yeah, with everything, you can assist the party in today's adventures by, if you follow, you can give a free D4 to anybody. If you subscribe, new subscribers can give advantage to anybody. Gift a sub, greater potion of healing pops out of the bag of holding. I think Greenlia has it right now. If you're gifting 5 or 5, 10, 15, or 5, 10, 20, and so forth, I start rolling off item tables, and every 500 bits grants a reroll to any person you want to give it to. Those are what's available for us. So, well, I don't have any other announcements. Jenny, you have any announcements for your channel, your stuff? Jenny also goes live right after we're done here on her channel at Dance School, twitch.tv Dance School, right? Okay.
Yep.
Sweet. And
we have a new follow.
We already have a new follow?
Yeah, Give for Take Gaming.
Oh, nice. Give for Take Gaming. Thanks for following the channel. You can give a D4 to anybody. Just put it in chat and who you would like to give it to. With that being said, let's cut into tonight's episode.
Don't hold me
think you know it all. Talk will only take you so far before you have to prove it. This time I'll watch you lose it. You're out of line and out of time. Just walk away while you still have your pride. If you're man enough to fight, then you're man enough to fall. What are you gonna do with your back against the wall? You played the game so far, now come and claim your prize. There's no escaping this time.
Oh,
And
Okay.
we're back.
didn't do anything. Don't blame me for anything.
I'm still not over the twins, to be fair.
Oh yeah.
I
Just
had
in
no
case
part in
anyone
that.
forgot that that's how over it I am.
No. The NPC was Nora. We just came back, by the way.
Yeah, we're
Hi,
back.
guys.
Welcome back.
Oops.
Last time on Descent into Avernus, the Shadows of Rayjoy, you left the owlbear shop, saved a bunch of people there. Adira decided to stay back and escort them behind the main party. And then y'all continue forward. As you're approaching the Helms Hall, this massive machine broke through the gate, broke through the front of the building. You're not sure how long that happened before then. You run up. You find a couple survivors. One was knocked out, which was, let's see here, you learn later on. And then another one trapped under the machine itself. You were able to save them and get them out. And then y'all proceeded to clear out the rest of the building, floor by floor, room by room. People that Letzi knew and Crick knew, you found throughout, were killed or badly wounded. You went into your workout room for where the Order and the Hellriders were like training. It was completely set ablaze. There's a woman and two kids. Eventually didn't plan that correctly and they both died because they fell through the fire. Then you went up to the next floor. The high priest you found was killed. Then Empyrean decided to just take the magic item that was around the neck, not realizing he didn't check it, didn't investigate it, and it was trapped, so it exploded. And then y'all saw more blood tracks going down to the secret passage, down to underneath the Helm's Hall, where underneath is this cavern. And Letzi knows and Crick knows there's, what did I say, 200? What was it, 200, Letzi? Yeah, 200. About 200. Yeah, 200 Elturel citizens behind this massive door. And when you get down there, you've seen that white devil. I think I still have it on handouts. I probably showed it to the audience here. Yes, I still have it on the handouts. So you see this white with like 6 wings in the back, these ever longing claws, and it's just like almost like like the tail is completely bone, not much flesh on them. And you can see as you come down the stairs, he turns back to you. And at this point, you can tell that Arthur Froome, he's looking rough. He does not look good. You can tell, like, any magic that he has been spent. And he has 2 Hell Riders at his back. This creature turns back to Arthur, and says, this is your friends, let's kill them in front of you. And this is where we're going to combat. So this is pretty much where we left off from last session. For simplicity's sake, Adira, you're going to take 1 round before you get there because you're with the party. So that's why I have you on the stairs. So after 1 round.
That's totally fine. I rolled last in the combat order anyways, so I have no objections to this.
Well, you're going to be setting her out for a while then.
Totally fine.
Alrighty. With that being said, let me get some actual combat music going. Sorry guys, with the new Zoom update, I can't play music for you guys to listen to, so some tunes on in the background for yourself, I guess. But everybody else gets to hear tunes.
La 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 la.
All right, so we're at the top of the round with Empyrean.
Well,
I still haven't painted the bases, so you still have a pink base.
that's fine. That's fine. Empyrean, as his action's going to pull out that 3rd level spell scroll that we got, thanks to the nice little viewers. And he is going to make an Arcana check because he can't cast 3rd level magic yet to cast Armor of Agathis at 3rd level. So I roll, which I rolled an 18, which is above the 13 requirement. So cast Armor of Agathis at 3rd. 15 temporary hit points. And if to drink a potion is a bonus action, right?
Any potions are bonus action in this campaign.
Okay.
I think you used them all, didn't you?
I have 2 basic left. That's it.
Oh, you're talking about a healing potion.
Yeah.
I thought you said one of the fiend
Oh,
potions.
no. I'm using the healing potion.
Got it.
Just roll that. It's 6. Okay. And full movement in front of... Is there any way I could move past the smaller ones to the big guy, or no?
I mean, there's a clear open spot, yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go straight behind him. And that is my... Wait. Did I use it?
Well, that's your action, your bonus action, so, and your movement.
I know. Hold on. I am not tied up. Because I leveled into fighter. I didn't remember if I had action surge or not yet. I do not.
Nope.
You're good.
Alrighty. Domino's, you're up.
Already on a 9. Wow.
You got a 22 initiative, so yeah, pretty high up there.
Oh, okay. That was out of combat, but it's fine. Gosh. So many of those. Not many slots left. I think I will cast Chaos Bolt at the big guy.
Chaos Bolt.
Yeah. 24.
Oh, yeah, that definitely hits.
Nice. And that is 6 of what is it? Is it lightning damage?
Lightning damage. How much was the total?
6.
Oh, 6 points of lightning damage.
Yes.
It sings into the wings and it starts burning the wings a little bit. You dealt a little bit of damage to them. What else would you like to do? Would you like to move?
No, I think I'm fine there.
Okay. Crick.
I will rage,
Rage.
and I will go ahead and approach the small one. Yeah, that one's fine. And I am going to attack him with my axe. Oh, not good. 10.
10 does not hit.
Okay. Second attack. God, that's also not good. 14.
14 just hits.
Ooh, okay. Okay, so he's taking, if it matters, 11 slashing and 7 lightning.
11 slashing and 7 lightning. So 18 total.
Yep, I didn't know if he was immune to anything, so.
Yeah, he takes the full blunt of that as you come up, and he's like, ah! You slash right into him, cutting his chest open.
And that's my turn. Action and bonus action.
Alrighty. It's their turn now. He likes to thank you for getting in flanking, making yourself vulnerable to flanking position.
Vulnerable never where I went, so.
Alright, he's going to make 2 attacks. First one with his beard. 23 hit.
Yes.
You take 8 points of piercing damage, and I need a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Piercing, you said?
Yes, piercing damage.
Okay, so reduced to 4 because I'm raging. Nat 20. 28.
Nice. As these snake-like beards bite into you, you feel something trying to make its way into your bloodstream. You're able to shrug it off. And then he's going to make an attack with his glaive. A 1 and a 2, so for a total of 7, I'm sure we'll miss you.
That definitely misses me.
All right, and the one you just attacked, it's his turn. He's going to do that same thing. 17 hit? I don't think it does.
It does not.
Oh, man. You're too strong. He misses on both attacks as... Like, I guess you jerked out of the way as it comes in for a beard, and his glaive attack just misses.
I just imagine his skin's too thick.
I have my shield too, and so knock himself away.
This one also likes to thank you for moving into flanking position.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to attack. It's a 21 hit.
It's
Alrighty. I don't want to. It's not right. You take
he's
4.
gonna take.
Yeah. It's 4 points of piercing damage, but I'm sure he's going to take a lot more.
15 points of cold damage.
Cold. He has resistance to that, so it was half of that.
I'm going to use my reaction to negate his resistance with my blood curse of exposure.
And how long does that last? For 1 turn?
Yeah, it's on my next turn.
Okay, got it. And
Please
as he tries to bite into you, I still need a con save from you, though.
Okay. 18.
Yeah, you save. You also feel this weird stuff trying to pump into your bloodstream, but you're able to shrug it off. Second attack. 19.
Hits. Con save.
I'm going to use Spirit Shield to reduce that.
Wait, I need to make a con save with this one.
Hold on. What? You're reducing what? The damage?
Yeah, I can reduce the damage by 2d6. Yep.
First is 11 points of slashing damage.
Reduce that by 8, so 3.
3 points. Okay.
So I'm going to say Torm, protect them. And
all right, take
That's
3
another.
points.
That's another 15 to him.
Nice. And I need another Constitution saving throw from you.
Oh boy. 14.
You succeed.
Oh.
the armor's still up with that reduction.
It is. Thank you. That would have actually just taken it out too.
This one's gonna run up to attack Letzi. I'm sort of 8 misses. And what about a 23?
Oh no, that 23 has
So
got
he
me.
runs up, the beard, just the snake-like beard's trying to attack you, and it just completely misses as the glaive gets rammed right in your side.
Oh great.
You take 5 points of slashing damage, and I'll need a con save from you too.
Oh, hang on. brain.
Poison's scary.
Oh no. Oh, that was awful. Oh wait, no, hang on. I'm saved by the +8.
What'd you
I
get?
rolled a 1. I rolled a 1, but I got a +8. It's a 9. It's
You
not
still
as bad as it originally
fail.
looked.
So
Wait, she's
It's still bad.
how far is she from Meliodas?
Oh god.
like right next to each other.
So Meliodas gives her a +3 with what's his charisma? Because she gets a +3 to her saving throws because of being near Meliodas with his aura of protection.
That would take me to a 12. I don't know if that's enough.
I don't know if it's +3. It could be more. It depends on how high his charisma is.
Does he have an aura?
It's
Yeah.
aura protection. It's a cleric thing.
Oh,
Paladin thing.
Paladin, sorry, paladin.
oh yeah, +2. So it makes
Oh.
it a 11, right?
Yep.
Yeah, you still fail.
Damn.
Yeah,
Well,
okay.
Had to try.
Yeah, it was worth a shot.
Let me put that down. I don't want to.
Yeah, I reminded him of it last session that he had that, and then he's like, "Oh my god, I have this." Yeah. Yes, he has to
everyone with
walk around.
Everyone with that gets a plus to their saving throws.
Very helpful.
Yeah.
Wait, you're a paladin too, aren't you, Lexi?
Yeah, but I don't know if I have that.
You have that.
It's all paladins have that.
So that wait,
Right.
does she
Could
add hers
I
to
do
his?
the Uno reverse and just like
Wait,
keep
hold on.
adding?
Yes, I think that's how it works, but I need the.
Well, as long
What
as
do
they're
you think?
conscious, you grant friendly creatures, including you, so +2.
So what's yours, Lexi?
My charisma's a plus.
Oh, you
hang
were
on.
safe. Then you were safe then.
Yeah.
Oh yay! Okay.
So Lexi gets a +4 while he's in range.
Oh.
While she's in range. Do I have another one?
Yes.
So stand next to her, not him.
Yeah,
Got
stay
it.
next to hers. Or that's who. Yeah, Lexi, you need to be right next to me. You know, help me out a little bit. That'd be great. You need yeah. There you go. Paladin aura has saved the day. No poison
Woohoo.
today.
Yeah, just come on over to us.
You know what? No, you need to come to me. I'm near the bigger guy.
You're in pink though, aren't you? So you're I could shimmy forward, I guess. Although,
Yeah.
so hang on. Does that? So wait, do I take that damage or not?
You still take the damage. The
You
save,
take damage.
Okay.
You're not
the
poisoned.
save was for something else.
Oh, that sounds ominous. Okay.
Yeah. Alrighty. Meliodas' turn.
Oh, that's gonna be a lot of fun, Jugan.
I would just remember it.
Yeah, just remember it, dude. You don't need to put the aura.
It's gonna be a mess.
How did you get over there? Oh, Misty Step.
Oh, he does. Thanks for reminding me. He'll use his bonus action to miss the
God.
He'll run right here. Run.
How much destruction he's causing. I'm thinking he's a Thunderstep.
Whatever. And he's going to, do Meliodas things and attack him.
He is flanking now.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Dual Vicious Spear for a total of 22, and it hits. No, he's using this one because he's using it one-handed. 6 points of piercing damage. Let me get back over to him. And then he's going to do a second attack. Let's see, a natural 20. crit damage.
He's so good if he's not here. Wow.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. 10 points plus, I think this gives 7, so that's 17 piercing, and he's gonna do a Divine Smite. If he's got any spell slots left, I have to check. Let's see, spells. He'll do a level 2. Where's the feat? I think you can just roll it off this thing. Let me see here. Where is it at? Divine Smite. So it's 2d8 plus 1, so it's gonna be 3d8.
Nice.
Actually, he's a fiend, so it's gonna be 4d8. 17 plus 5. So he does 22 points of damage on top of that with his Divine Smite. As he just, you see before your eyes, Melodus misty step and then run in front to try to protect Ontafrum. Because for Melodus, this was the person who initially recruited him into the order. Let's see, you're up.
Okay, so I was thinking I could put the Hunter's Mark onto our big bad. I'm going to cast that. And then I thought my bonus, which I think I could do, I would use my greatsword. And I've got 30 feet range.
It is.
That's concentration. And I've got a 30 feet range, so I think I can get up behind.
You will get an opportunity attack.
Yep.
So where are you trying to go?
I was going to sort of sneak up behind.
The big guy.
Well, Empyrean's already behind him.
I mean, he's a big guy. I feel like there'd be space for me to kind of... But they're not.
I mean, you can go to the side, I guess.
I mean, like, what's
If you're
his
trying to get
visual
flanking,
experience?
there's
Like,
no way to get flanking, if that's what you're trying to do. Because they
so
already
he's
have
got
flanking.
really good vision, so he'll see me coming.
Well, the way flanking works is you have two player characters on the opposite of each side. You go to the side, you wouldn't get flanking because you don't have somebody on the other side. So like if
Okay.
you went right here, you would not get flanking because nobody else is on this side.
I was just trying to be sneaky. I thought I could squeeze in, but I suppose...
I mean, you can go right here and attack this guy with flanking. Because Empyrean's on the other side.
I think she's trying to like stealth up and attack him to get.
Yeah, I'm trying to stealth up and attack. I don't think my greatsword is big enough to go
Roll
over
me a
everybody's head like shutting duck.
Roll me a stealth check with disadvantage. Because you are wearing plate armor.
Oh god, well I'm already got disadvantage with
That's
it.
what I'm saying. You were going to roll it with
Okay.
disadvantage.
I got it. That was a 9. That was. I mean, it's not my best.
Yeah,
Generally,
all right.
he'll see me coming. Okay, that's fine.
You roll. Are you still moving that way?
I guess I've locked myself into this, so I'm gonna go up
mean,
and
I'm
the
letting you
greatsword.
not do it if you don't want to now.
I mean, I'm at 16, but like, yeah, might as well. Okay, this could be a
Drop the ore,
mess.
sir. Just drop the ore.
You don't need it, Jugan. It's fine.
We
You
can
take two
measure it.
opportunity attacks, though.
Okay, so I'm gonna
Why
roll
two?
to hit.
Because you moved through the
Oh,
two.
that was awful.
Couldn't you go to the left and avoid the one on the right?
If she went to the left, she would not make it up that high. She only got 30 feet of movement.
Okay, my first roll was terrible. I got a 9.
Hit.
That's yeah. I don't think a 9's gonna hit.
Yeah, okay. Hold on. Okay, yeah, you have enough room, so you only take one out. Let me do the opportunity attack first. You gotta make sure you're still up time you get there.
Lexi, you
Oh,
also
great.
have an extra D6.
That one misses, I think.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
but
that
just even to hit the roll to initially hit. was not great.
Nope, miss. All right, what was your hit?
The first roll was a 9, so I'm not expecting it to do anything.
Oh yeah, he sees you coming. He gets his whole arm up just to block you right there.
You have 2d6s. You can add one of them to one of your rolls.
Oh, is that from the chat?
Yeah, that's from the
Twitch.
Rewards.
Yeah, you have 2d6s and 1d4.
You have to announce it before you do it, though.
You have to announce it before the roll.
You have to announce it.
So you can do it for your second attack if you want to.
To be honest with that roll, I don't think it's going to help.
No. Okay. Second one, which may not be any better because I've been rolling terribly. Oh, no, hang on. I got a 20. Not a natural 20, but I got a 20. 13 plus 7. I feel like that. I feel more confident about that.
So what's the total? Oh, natural 20. Yeah,
20
that
to hit.
just
No,
hits.
not natural.
It's not a
Not
natural.
natural.
I mean, like 20. Yeah, that hits.
Yeah. Okay, so initial damage. Hang on. Initial damage is 10, but I've also got my d6. I'm just going to go over to my spell slot and roll my d6. Oh, I got a 6. 16.
All right. So you're using rewards to add to that damage?
No. That's because I get a plus d6 because
Oh, for the hunter's mark. Got it.
Yeah.
16. As you come in, what are you still using? You're still using your longsword, right?
I'm using my greatsword.
Okay. You have not attuned to it yet because you don't have a chance to attune to it, so you don't get the extra bonuses from it. So as you come in, slicing through him, he blots the initial one, and you come up under and try to cut up under and cut his side up a little bit. A little blood starts trickling out. You're gonna pay for that one, Missy. Is that your turn?
I guess. I already know I'm going to pay for that one. I'm not in the best health position, so.
Okay.
I at least got a scratch in.
That's good.
He's going to look at Meliodas in front of him, since he got in front of his face, in front of his target. He's going to make an attack. Natural 20.
Oof.
Not as good. Takes 13 points of piercing damage. Oh, I gotta go to his character sheet and do it from here. And then he has to make a escape. This is DC 14. Will you escape from grapple?
It's athletics or acrobatics, I think.
Okay.
Or is it just athletics? I forgot.
We'll do
I feel like it's
athletics.
vice versa.
Oh, he fails. I can't find it. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, it's athletics or acrobatics. You get a pick.
I picked the highest one. He still failed it. So, as he stabs Meliodas with his pole arm, it goes right through his body. He is now grappled. He's going to make a second attack with a claw. Not a natural 20, but a 26 nonetheless. What is that? That is 7 points. Oh, that's I did that right. Takes 7 points of slashing damage as the claw comes across his face. Yep. That's his turn. These knights are going to run up. How much movement did they have? 30.
We got thank you, son of Kill or Killy for the follow,
Thank you.
and he gave me the D4.
Nice.
Fun fact, did everybody know Wessel has given us about 42 subs, and I guarantee most of those have gone to Monday night.
You have to 1-tier sub to son of.
So
Oh,
his
nice.
Health potion falls out.
Yeah.
Greater healing at some
So
point.
Adira, for some reason, this greater healer potion falls out of your bag of holding.
Oh, cool beans.
Thank you for getting this up there, Weasel. Appreciate it. Love it very much. Do they have anything cool? Really not. So they're just going to attack. With a natural 20.
Yeah, they got something cool for their attack. Are you talking shit?
Who's this attacking?
This is one of the random warriors that are here.
Yeah, the one that ran up beside Letsy. Oh, 17 points of damage, but it's halved.
See, this guy's smart. He's in between the two paladin auras. He's like, I'm in the spot.
17. What's half of 17? 8?
Half
No.
17. If you round up, is 9.
9. But takes 9 points of damage. They get 2 attacks, so they're gonna. 14 misses though. So the first attack really comes in after he blocks Letsy's attack, or takes the second attack from Letsy. He's already like damaging. He gets clobbered again, and he just gets the pole arm, or like no, he's using the pole arm with Melos. So he gets his hand up to grab the battle axe that comes down. The next one is gonna run up and help.
I got this. That's fine. He can help.
For 23, definitely hits that one. It deals 12 points of damage. Alrighty, and the second attack is going to be a 17. They're hitting pretty well. Takes 10 points of damage. Actually, yeah, I should have halved that. So that's 5 points of damage. First one was 12, so I'll add
6.
Yeah. So he comes in. He's trying his best. It hits him twice, cuts into him, but the rough hide of these devils, it's just like, you could tell his weapon is not any like magical or anything.
He doesn't have silvered weapons being here.
It's fair.
It's fair. Well, and they were all in the armory that y'all tried to get into.
Yeah, these guys should definitely have silver armor.
Weren't they the
Or
ones that
silver
trapped it?
weapons.
Weren't they the ones that like loaded it and then trapped it?
All right, I'll let them have silver weapons. It's fine.
All right, thank you.
I mean, it really doesn't matter too much. All right. So
Listen, the more damage, the better. You know, that's how it always works.
What did I say it was 10, so 5 more. He is looking pretty bloody right in front of you. All right. Arthur Froome, he looks very, very weak. Chris, he's gonna emanate in his hand this fire, almost kind of look white looking, and he has to make a wisdom saving throw. So let's see. It's 18. Is that high enough? It is. So it's successful save only takes half as much damage, but isn't blinded. So takes.
Darn, blinded would have been nice.
Ugh. So it want good high rolls on the damage. He takes 4 points of radiant damage. As you see, cast this ball of like looks like It looks like fire, but it's like white and it's almost bright. It hits him, and he kind of falls off, not doing very much damage, and he's able to shrug it off. Greenlia, it's your turn.
All right. Shadow would like to get. Well, I'll go first. I'll go up behind the one attacking Empyrean and make a wide berth around that other
Are
one.
you talking about Shadow or yourself?
Me.
Okay.
And then I'll try to hit him with my staff.
Right ahead.
Oh, with advantage. Bah. Oh, I cannot read any of these dice. This was a poor choice. Oh dear. Okay. Well, 14.
14. Let's see if that hits. That does hit.
Ooh, thank goodness. Okay. So that is max roll 7 bludgeoning with my staff, and then I'm gonna roll for some radiant. Oh, not great. My classic 1 and 2. That's 3 radiant, and those are going to dice jail.
3 radiant damage.
Yes. Then Shadow's gonna go around and stand behind Lexi so he can right in between, like next to Empyrean almost, like right in between.
You know what I'm talking about right there?
Yeah, can he reach the one that I was just attacking?
No, you'll have to go like more like right here.
Okay, yeah. Then he'll go there and he
Okay.
will try to attack him.
That does not have advantage.
Oh,
Oh wait, no, he
double
does. He has pat
twos!
tattus. Huh?
double 2s. Okay,
Nice,
well
Joe.
that's gonna be an 8, so that's not gonna do
Yeah,
it.
that's not gonna hit.
Okay.
Jeez.
That's what I get for using the 2 flame dice, so those are gonna go to dice jail as well. So
Wait, do I have any rewards in this one? I do. I have 1 advantage in this campaign. All right.
I can edit that for you if you want
That
me to.
is
Huh?
it. Oh, I do have a bonus.
I said I can edit that for you if you want me to.
No, that's fine. Only have 1. Look at all the other stuff you guys have.
That's true.
I think I will.
Don't even talk. I have nothing except for 1 advantage. Don't even.
How far is it from me to where Meliodas is?
From you?
That's not too far, yeah.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, about 30 feet.
Okay. Yeah, so that's it.
Okay. Oh my! I'm gonna fly away a little bit further.
Smart girl.
I already said it, Dara. Your first turn is you going to be catching
I have a
up.
question though.
Yeah.
If she uses her movement to get a chunk of the way down the stairs, because I have range on some spells, could I technically hit from range? Hypothetically.
Well, as we said, you were with the party that you saved, so you're now catching up to them. So I've just said your first turn is you catching up. I'm gonna say you end up about right there. Sure. Oh. No, I'll allow it. I don't care.
Adira, you just got 2d6s.
Aw, thank you.
You come down the stairs, Adira, and you see this going on. You're like, the hell, you know? For Adira
Is there
and
anybody I
Max,
can
so-
tell that looks?
It
I can't
looks
stab
like a
things.
cluster.
The last time I tried to stab anything on this campaign, Jugan made me get hurt really bad. Anyways, is there any of the creatures that look more significantly hurt than than the
Give me a
others?
perception check, because it's like a mess right now.
Yeah, I figured as much. 17.
You can tell these. This one and this one are looking pretty rough. The 2 bearded
Okay.
devils that are surrounded by your party members.
Okay, well, the more hurt of the two, I guess. So I got 240 feet. I'm gonna send a firebolt at one of them.
A firebolt.
Bolt, not ball, bolt.
I know. I heard bolt.
Gotta specify. Yay! Ooh. Does a 15 hit?
Yeah, that hits.
Cool beans. They're gonna take 6 points of fire damage. Probably not the right thing to use right now, but hey.
As you hit it, it kind of soaks into him,
Oh shit.
and it feel like he does nothing to them.
Okay.
Well, at least did nothing.
Didn't heal him.
Yeah.
Well, no, I know. Okay, that's all she's got for right now.
Empyrean, top of the round.
Just refreshed. He is going to make a decision to trust his party to take the thing behind him. He's going to focus on the big guy that's got Meliodas on a pitchfork. And let's roll to take.
Pitchfork.
I gotta refresh my page. It's not rolling dice. Come on, let's do this again. Alright, there we go. Very good. 27 to hit.
Oh, yeah, that hits.
Is he resistant to radiant at all?
You got to attack and see if it does.
Well, I'm asking you because I have the damage ready.
And just roll it.
Yeah, so slashing damage is 8, radiant damage is 5.
5.
Yeah.
So that's 12 points of damage.
It's 13 points of damage.
13. Sorry.
Yeah. And the second attack, 26 to hit.
26. That's it.
Okay. Can I just tell you the total since it doesn't? It seems to be doing
go
normal
ahead,
damage. 17. And he will slide his the blade across his arm and coat it in fire.
All right. As you cut into him, you're starting to see some like this red ooze, like start to run at him, like you're cutting into him now.
Yep.
He's going to take a legendary action. Was that your turn?
Yep.
He's going to take a legendary action and since he's got Melos on the pole, claw him twice. Melos. That hits. 8 points of damage for the first attack.
How's Meliodas looking?
Melos falls limp onto the pole right now.
Answered my question.
He's not looking good.
So make a second attack. Automatic 2 death saving throws gone.
Okay.
I have nothing that can heal.
Dominos.
It's not looking great for the poor boy, is it? Okay, I will do something different, I guess. I will cast Shadow Blade, so I will turn one of my arms into juicy little blades.
Concentrating on that, right?
Huh?
It's a concentration, right?
Yep.
Yeah. And I will use it to throw it at the chap who is next to Shadow, like next to Shadow's tail.
Are you talking about this one? Got it.
Yeah. Okay. Does a 14 hit?
14 does hit.
Whew. Brilliant. That's 14 psychic damage. With this throw this into his mind.
It starts grabbing his head. Starts. Your turn?
Can I walk like to the north?
You want to get it
Like
flanking?
below the elephant, and like north of Crick.
Oh, so you want to go over here?
As far to the left as I can go.
Got 30 feet, right?
Yeah.
I'll say there's enough room where you won't get a provoke opportunity attack.
Yeah, I run like under the elephant and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my turn.
Alrighty. Crick.
The guy in front of me is looking pretty rough.
Yeah, he's. If you're looking around, he looks like he's the most hurt.
Yeah, I'll attack him.
Got it.
24.
Make sure you have advantage because you got the
Okay.
got an ally on the other side.
24 still.
Yeah, that still hits.
$19 damage. Lightning and slash.
Yes. As you cut into him, you cut down the side of his throat. You're about decapitating him, almost cutting him in half as he drops down to the ground.
I will, for now, just turn around and fight the guy behind me.
Got it.
17.
17 does hit.
Okay.
Oh, that one is. Oh, this one.
21 damage.
21 points of damage as you cut into him. He just doesn't get his, glaive up in time. That your turn?
Potion is a bonus action,
Potion is a bonus action, yes.
and they're fiends, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna drink the potion of fiendish pain then. So
What's that one do?
If they attack me, they take quarter damage.
Okay.
That's psychic. So any damage dealt to me, they get back as a quarter of
Got it.
psychic.
All right. It's their turn. The one you just hit is going to come in at you because, killed his friend.
He can bring it.
A 21 hit,
Yeah, it does.
9 points of piercing damage, but they'll take 4.
No, it's quarter, so they'll take
All quarter?
yeah, so 3.
3.
And I only take 5 because of my rage.
Yep. I need a Constitution saving throw. This is the bear hitting you right in the neck.
26.
I don't know why I need to ask your character at all.
plus 8. Yeah, I rolled an 18, so.
Yeah. Does a 16 hit? Probably not.
Nope.
Nope, it does not. Sweet. That one's dead. This one is right behind Empyrean, so it's going to attack Empyrean. 18 hit Empyrean.
Yeah.
It does? Okay.
Yep.
4 points of piercing damage, and I need a Constitution saving throw. And how much damage does he take?
15.
Takes 15 points.
Yep.
Yeah, cold damage. Ooh. I think I fail. Yeah, I have 11 fail.
That you feel as this snake-like beard bites into you. You feel it. You're not able to shrug it off, and you're now poisoned. All right. Second attack. Alrighty. Natural 20 definitely hits.
Yep.
I'll reduce the damage. How are you looking, Imperium?
I'm about half HP currently.
You take 16 points of slashing
save it.
damage. Huh? Are you gonna save
I'm gonna
it?
save my. Yeah, I'm gonna save it because
right.
is Lexi within 30 feet? Because I know she's hurt. I know she's going down soon. So. Yeah.
Oh,
she's
I'm most likely going down soon.
okay. I'll use it for her. So I'm good. Yep.
All right. With that, the damage I took.
Yeah.
He's gonna take the last bit of the armor we gave us for another 15.
Okay. Well, the armor's gonna kill him, but I also need a Constitution saving throw from you.
I'm already poisoned. Should I be even more poisoned?
It's not that.
Oh god.
Be 17.
Oh, you save from that. You're able to shrug off like the deepest part of this blade going into you, but your armor of Agathis kills him.
Nice.
This devil's gonna turn around and attack Chateau. 17 hit Shadow.
Nope.
All right, well, let's see. 14. No, that doesn't hit. So just cleans right off the chain armor you made for Shadow and the beard and everything. You just can't hit Shadow. Meliodas' turn. If he's incapacitated, he doesn't have it worse. So. All right, let me roll a death saving throw for him.
Better successful.
We do have a Revivify scroll that we found last time, but I don't remember who had it.
I know who has it, and none of you have it.
So it's him.
Did you fail that one?
Yeah, it was a success.
Yeah, because I remember we found the Revivify in the same room as the exploding necklace.
Yeah, Let's. You're up.
Okay, so I'm still where I am. I think I'm just gonna go in with the original greatsword that I had.
Yep.
And hope. And I've still got my hunter's mark on, so my concentration's still there for now. Okay, so 14 to hit.
Misses.
Okay. So for my bonus,
It catches your hand. It's like, not pretty. You're gonna watch this.
Yep, I'm gonna die slowly. Okay. So for my next one, I'm gonna rebind from that and slash back at him with the great sword. Because I'm not put off by the miss. It's a bit chaotic. It's hard to see where we're going at the minute.
Okay.
18 to hit.
Misses.
Shit.
18 misses. Okay.
18 misses. As he shoves you back, and you come in again, he catches your hand again.
Okay.
That your turn?
Yeah, I'm just gonna sort of like internally pray to my deity, and yeah, it's fine.
At the end of your turn,
That's
he's
my
going to
turn.
use a legendary reaction.
Oh God. Okay, I'm preparing. Me and my deity are at peace with each other at the minute.
He teleports
couldn't
with
even-
Meliodas to the other side of the room, right in front of Onthar's room.
Oh no. I can't lose anyone else from the key. Like, I can't. I'm running out of Hell Riders here.
You got me. Who else do you need? Come on.
No, I know, but like,
it is now his
massacre.
turn. He's going
guess-
to.
I'm not a Hell Rider, so.
Actually, need to do this.
I was about to say, neither is Meliodas. Meliodas is Order of
It's
the
his
Gauntlet
turn
like I
already?
am.
Yeah, it's
That's what
his
I am.
turn.
It's just like my adopted new family almost. Like all my Hell Riders just massacred.
As you see, he reaches up, grabs Meliodas' head, pulls him off the pole arm.
How come I haven't had a turn before his turn again?
Because you don't go till. He had a legendary action.
Oh, that's what he's doing now?
He did his legendary action to teleport. Now it's his turn.
Yeah, but I haven't had a turn since his last turn. Because I was going to heal Meliodas.
You don't go till after
The time where he did 2 death fails was a legendary action also.
Got ya.
So he did legendary action to attack
So
him
he
twice.
Got
pulls
it.
Meliodas off
And
the
now it's his
pole
turn.
arm. Yeah.
Following.
Yeah.
Got
He
it.
pulls him off the pole arm. Turns his face around right in front of Arthur. This is one of yours, aren't you? And Arthur's like. He takes one of his claws underneath, slices Meliodas' throat completely in half. The rest of his body falls down and drops it down on the ground. In the last dying breath of Meliodas, as this is about to happen, he shouts back at you guys. Save my family! And we'll pick up this after the break.
Oh God. I spared him and now that happened. Oh no.
Guys, we'll pick up that after that. Yes, Dan has quit the campaign officially. He will no longer be returning to us. He was supposed to come back today to roleplay this death. He was not able to still make it, so we're gonna let the party decide further for the rest of this battle what they want to do, and we're gonna take a break. Be right back, guys. Thank you for hanging out with us. And now we're back. Give a couple seconds for people to come back real quick. And then we'll pick up with the game. Put Dara's art up since she can't have her camera on right now. There we go. That being said, that was his turn, so. All right. This one's now like, hey, come back here. Run up and to attack him. Natural 19 for a total of 24 hits. For a total of 9 points of damage. Not very much. Second attack. 10 misses. So the first one cuts through as he's wiping the blood off Meliodas' blood off his pole arm. This Hell Rider takes the opportunity to come in and attack. And then the second attack, he gets the pole arm up to block it. Well, let's change it up. He's going to use a crossbow. Or a natural 1. Let me roll it again, see if he actually hits his buddy. Oh, that was... No, he rolled a 4. So he misses, so it goes wide. Bling, right off the side of the wall. Alright. So... You evil son of a bitch. He's going to hurl another holy fire at him. As a wisdom saving throw for him. natural 20, so he definitely saves, but he's still going to take half damage. So 11, so 6 points of damage. So as again, Arthur, this white-looking fire throws it right at him. Takes 6 points of radiant damage. Brilliant. Now it's your turn. You just saw Mellows get beheaded, body flopping.
She's just going to let's see. Let's have Shadow just turn around and try and, or actually, no, I better go first. I'll run around and try and hit that feller that's attacking Shadow with the staff. 9.
9? Yeah, that misses.
Awesome.
Did you roll with advantage, Granny?
I did.
Damn it.
Yes, I did. A 1 and a 2. Or sorry, 1 and a 3. Fun. Okay. Then I will all right. Yeah, then Shadow will turn around and Shadow's gonna do much better than me. Come on, Shadow. You got this. Come on, Shadow. Oh yeah. What is that? I cannot read these dice. Oh, hey.
Natural 20.
That's a natural 20.
We need a clipper. We need our clips. Somebody clip
All
that.
right, so he's 46. Okay, here we go. Come on, Shadow. Shadow, I believe in you, Shadow. Okay. Ooh, pretty good. 18 points of non-magical piercing damage from his little teefies and a strength save, please.
How much damage?
17.
17.
Half this 9.
9. And strength saving throw. Let's see. Are
Yes.
they good at this? Oh, they're actually pretty good at this.
No.
22.
Okay, fine.
As Shadow comes in and bites into him, doesn't really like get into it as much as he likes, and he's able to withstand the attack.
Okay. I will, with my movement, I already moved over there, didn't I? How much do I have
You have about
left?
10 feet of movement left.
Okay. I'll just scoochy a little bit to like go around him. Don't leave his melee, but just get a little closer to Shadow on that side. Then that's it for me.
Like that. That good for you?
Yep.
All right.
That works.
Oh no! Why'd he do that to Meliodas? As Lulu starts crying. Adara.
I gotta see. What was I gonna do? The purple dude in front of me, how far away is he roughly? Technically it would be the one right behind Grenlia.
About 25 feet.
Philippines, I need a wisdom save from him, please.
Wisdom save. $19?
God damn it. I would have went to a spell slot.
Spell slots usually, or unless it was command or something. Was it damage or no?
Yes, it was damage.
It should be half damage then. If it's a
Is it
level,
half damage?
Yeah,
What
all
did you
levels.
use?
all level spells are half.
Unless it's unless it's a cantrip. What'd you use, Adira?
Oh, Mind's Bite.
Yeah, that should be half.
Yeah, they still take half damage.
Yeah.
They'll take 17. Do you round up or down?
Round up.
It's 9.
9 points of psychic damage.
Again, he's like already's got his bell rung. He's getting it rung again with the mind spike, and he
And then
shakes
she's
it off.
gonna she's gonna move forward 15 feet. Get off the stairs.
Straight.
Oh, I would like off the stairs, please, good sir.
All right.
Thank you. And that is all.
Alrighty. Next turn is Empyrean. Top of the round.
With my movement, could I get in flanking with the warrior on the big guy?
Oh, you talking about the big guy?
Yeah.
How much speed you got?
30.
Not quite flanking.
Okay.
Just like
That's
five,
fine.
5 feet.
I'll get right there. And I will take the attack action with disadvantage because I'm poisoned. I miss.
Yeah,
what are
you-
my benefits?
Huh? 13
crits.
misses, yeah.
You know, what is the benefits I have currently?
What's the benefit?
What benefits do I have currently?
I don't think you have any right now.
Oh no, he's talking on the thing. You have a lot.
Oh,
You have D6. You have a D6 advantage, D4 inspiration, and 3 nat 20s.
I will just use a D6 then. This one. This next attack.
okay.
Fuck. Never mind. I rolled a nat 1.
Ooh. Roll me another attack.
Oh.
Actually, no, never mind. Forget it.
I swear to God, if I get
That was
hit
a
by this
natural.
fucker.
Oh, I thought that was a natural 20 for a second. That'd be impossible for me to hit you.
Yeah, never mind. Give me a. Is that the end of your turn? Is that the end of your turn?
The bonus action, drink the other potion I have.
Okay.
That's it.
End of your turn, you can make another Constitution saving throw to try to shrug off the poison.
Alright.
If you want to use your nat 20 or something like that to shrug it off, it might be a good time.
I didn't, I wish I thought about it because I just rolled it.
Well, guess what? A 12 just succeeds. Barely.
Does it?
Barely.
Oh, wonderful. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm great.
So
That's my turn. Yeah.
Alrighty. Dominoes.
Damonos is not happy with what he's seen. He's really not happy, so he will. I use Quicken Spell to cast Magic Missile as a bonus action on the big boy. Just throw 5 of those into his back.
5? What level are you casting it?
It's 3.
Third.
3? You still got spell slots?
I have a lot of spell slots for 3. Yeah. Cool.
And that's all force damage, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Just give me the total when you're done. Leslie, what was your concentrating on?
That's 19 damage.
Oh, my mine's for an hour.
Hunter's Mark. She's
Oh,
doing
Hunter's Mark. That's right. That's
on,
right.
on the big guy.
Hunter's Mark, it's an hour.
Yeah. And for my action, then I'm throwing my Shadow Blade into him as well. Which I will use my inspiration for, which I have. So I'm attacking him with advantage.
Marked it off.
And that's a crit.
What? That's a dex
Yeah.
check.
Yeah, it's a thrown weapon. I'm throwing it with finesse.
No, you still roll an attack with it.
He doesn't have it on his character sheet, so he just did a dex check because it's the same
Yeah,
roll,
it's the
and then
same.
he'd add his proficiency to that.
Okay.
But
So-
the Shadow Blade doesn't appear on your character sheet
Okay.
unless you make it a custom item.
Okay. So yeah, 22 does hit.
Okay, crit damage roll. That's a lot of dice. 31 psychic damage. So it's a 50 damage in total with everything. Magic missile and this. You shouldn't have fucked with Meliodas.
He looks back at you. And that hurts.
It will hurt even more. Just
smell the devil blood in you. I feel like I should kill you now. Uses the legendary action.
Teleport again?
Yep. It's a new round, so it gets all of them back.
Is teleport like his spell or something?
It's a legendary action. He's like Misty stepping for free.
Crick.
I will look at the guy in front of me and say, you know, I killed your friend and now I'm gonna go kill your boss, and I'm gonna go ahead and just go and flank the big guy, and I'll take the opportunity attack.
That was literally my spot.
Yep, flank him. What's the opportunity attack?
Oh, from the yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you saying. I was wondering why you said opportunity attack like on the big guy.
No.
20.
That hits.
10 points of slashing damage, and I'll need a con save.
Half to 5. I'm going to add a d6 to this because I really don't want to be poisoned right now. Oh, I didn't need to add the d6. 29.
Yeah, you save.
Oh well.
As you walk away, he stabs you real quick with his glaive as you pretty much run away. He says,
I'm not running away. He can come follow me. He knows where I'm at. I'm gonna.
That's the definition of running away.
I'm gonna attack the big guy.
It is.
Oh, he takes. I took 5 damage. He takes 2.
For
my
The
potion.
demonized potion.
My potion
yeah.
of fiendish.
Let me figure out where he's at. That is this guy.
Okay, first attack against the big guy. 23.
That hits.
Does it matter? It's lightning and slashing. Do I need to separate it?
No, because it's a magical weapon. You're fine.
Okay. 14 damage.
14 points of damage
Yeah,
as you
was
slice
low.
into the back. Y'all are annoying.
I've just started. Nat 20 for my next one. I have enough dice. There's my D6.
Yeah, I kill him.
There we go. Okay. Nice, that's lots. $37.
I don't get to take I don't get to take Domino's down. So, how would you like to kill him, Crick?
Since he's focusing on Domino's, I'm gonna hit him once with in the back, and then the second wing I'm just gonna like cleave right off both of his wings and just and cleave it deep into his shoulder as I do that.
I always forget. Does Honda Mark fade away, or just sits there, or she can just?
It just sits there. She
Unless I lose concentration.
as long as she concentrates on it, she can.
I can jump it to someone else.
Yeah.
And at any point within the hour, she can choose to move it, so she doesn't have to move it next turn, any turn.
All right, is that your turn?
I will. How much movement do I have left?
That used all your movement to get there. If you wanted flanking.
Okay. Well, then I'm gonna look at the guy that's left, that I just left, and just kind of snarl at him, and yell, "Bring it!"
Got it.
And that's my turn.
He's going to run up and attack Dominos because he saw him do the most damage.
How are you looking, Dominus?
All right, that's wrong
medium.
stat block. There we go. 14, Dominos.
Yeah, hits.
You take 8 points of piercing damage, and I'll need a con save.
I'm gonna reduce that.
Okay.
Reduced by 5. It's only 3 points, Dominus.
All right, 3 points of piercing damage, and I need a con save.
Torm, protect you.
20. Dirty 20.
Oh, you save from that? So the bear comes in and attacks you, do a little bit of damage, and then he's going to come in with his glaive. 10, I'm assuming misses.
Yeah.
Get the con save though for your spell.
Oh yeah, need a con save. But just need to roll 10 basically.
Well, con save.
For your concentration for Shadowblade.
Shadowblade, yeah.
26.
Yeah, you're. Jesus. All right. This one is going to look at Grinlia and attack her. 10. Probably misses.
Nope. Yep.
These guys are rolling terrible. Oh, but 23 for the glaive hits you.
Yeah.
You take 11 points of slashing damage as this glaive comes in and slashes you, and I'll need a con save.
Okay. 17.
You save.
Woo.
You're able to brush off most of the damage from the glaive. All right, Melodus is dead. Let's see.
Okay.
Say it like that.
Well, I mean,
So
someone else was supposed to say.
I think I'm closest to that one on my right, and they're within 30 feet.
Yeah.
So if I could move my hunter's mark onto them. And I think I'm going to go at them with my greatsword again. So let's see.
Yeah, 30 feet just gets you right behind them.
Okay, so I've got 22 to hit, 15 and 7.
Did you roll with advantage?
I didn't, but I can do. I
Just
think.
roll it
Hang
again.
on.
See if you get a 20.
Okay. Let me see. I am not used to doing this on D&D Beyond. How do I adjust for advantage in?
Right click it. But no, you can just roll again. We'll just
No.
take. Yeah.
Well, I just rolled again and made a mess of it. So I'm going to go with the first one
Yeah, it hits.
with 22. And so this is, that's 10. No, that's 14. And I'm going to add my D6. So give me a second.
Don't forget you
14
have
and
Divine Smite too, by the way.
I mean, this works
Okay.
with 19, though, I feel. And I've got my hunter's mark, and I'm just trying not to sort of use too much all at once.
You got it. All right. Yeah, you slice into him. He is looking real rough. He's barely standing, but he's there.
Okay. I mean, I could always whack him again.
Yeah, you have two attacks.
Yeah, I mean, I am there. So oh wait, no, hang on. I rolled to hit there. That was a mistake. So that was, I've done it backwards. That was 15. But let's see if I even hit with the 15.
Roll with advantage.
Okay, that was 14 for that one, and then I'll roll it again.
Yeah, you definitely
23
hit.
of that one, so that one definitely hit. Okay, so I rolled initially damage of 15. I'll probably not manage that again, but I'll try
Okay.
it. No, that I got a 9. And we just roll my 6.
Well, the 9 is enough to kill him.
9 and 5. He's dead.
As you cut down the back of his throat, deep into his back, slicing all the way down, you're about to cleave him in half as his body drops to the ground.
Yay!
Alrighty.
I have avenged some of my Hell Riders.
That one's dead. Let's see if I can finish this guy off. With advantage, roll. 22 definitely hits. 11. Not quite so far. Second attack. Yeah, that hits. 11. So this other one runs up. Cuts into it twice. One down and back with his battle axe and completely beheads this one. And we're now out of combat.
Rick, do the boss, Steven?
What?
How did you kill the boss?
I cut off his wings and then like cleaved it into his shoulder as I hit him.
So
Kinda
the
did like an
tail is
arc.
still available.
Imperium's gonna go over and cut its head off.
Easy enough. You can easily do it.
Are you collecting heads again?
Not that one. Yeah, as he points over at Meliodas.
I mean, I could, you know.
Not the time. Can we do something about his body?
Demonis wants to walk over to the guy who we just rescued, whoever that is, and just Demonis holds like this shadow blade, which is still like part of his arm, just under his nose, asking him, "Are you worth this?"
I haven't seen you guys in a long time. Who's your new group? He's the one who gave y'all initial mission that y'all started this campaign with. Dominoes.
Yeah. Just staring at him and have this sword in front of his face.
Well, we were protecting the 200. We were the last stand. And I killed the one you just killed. I killed him years ago and he was seeking revenge. And he thought that killing my friends in front of me would be the worst punishment. Sorry I had come to this. And as you start to look over, Meliodas' body turns to ash and fades away.
Well, first thing Grenlia would have done is run up to Meliodas. So I assume like as soon as she gets there, he just kind of like
if you want to have a little bit of time with him, sure. I'll allow that to happen first.
I was just going to run over and see if I could tell if he was, like if healing would help him or not.
He does not have his head right now.
Oh, that's right. His head came off.
Yeah.
I'm so stupid. Okay, yeah.
So
Then I'll
mending
just
first,
run
and then
over.
healing.
Yeah, I'll just run over and I'll just put my hand on him and, just have a moment before he disintegrates under my hand.
Are we talking like weapons disintegrating and armor?
No, just
or
his body.
body?
Like everything is left
Oh,
behind.
so there's stuff if we wanted to pickpocket. There's stuff there.
I wasn't gonna say it.
Well,
I was
well,
thinking it.
too soon.
Though.
I
Too
was
soon.
doing the respectful thing, going, I could turn him into an undead, and Imperium said nah, and then y'all go on and talk about looting his body.
You know
I'm just
what?
saying we are
Technically,
in
we are-
hell and
And
we have to be
technically,
resourceful.
Technically, we aren't looting his body.
Dead.
There's no body to loot.
There's no body to loot. We're looting his,
there's
we're looting his
nobody to
loot.
loot.
Anyway, sad moment,
Now,
guys.
and we have 200 civilians that we need to defend. So I think like the morality of this, and also he asked us to save his family, and if he has something on him that we could use, I think he would wish that we used it.
Lexi, that's not very paladin of you.
Does he have like a?
Wait, we are in hell.
Kind of is.
So
Does he have like a necklace? Or did he say he had like a necklace or
amulet.
something? An amulet for his daughter's picture in it or something?
That could be used.
I thought he had like a keepsake or something.
Yeah, I remember him opening it before.
Yeah, I will grab that before he disintegrates, and just like have it. Like I'll put it in my pocket.
I would demand it from you, Grenia, because I made a promise to him.
Well, I don't know if you know I took it.
he's right there, Nick.
He ran up to him afterwards, so Domino's did.
Oh, I thought he was talking to the guy.
Yeah,
Oh, no,
he's-
that's right. He did.
Yeah, he's talking to the guy. So yeah.
Well, if you have it, then you have it.
If you knew he had it, though, and she approached him, I mean, that's up to you whether you put two and two together and realize she pocketed it. Because she approached his dead body, and you know he had this amulet.
So, to be fair, the guy is next to Meliodas' body. He would probably still be an eye shot of Dominus anyway.
What's your passive perception, Dominos? Let's just do it this way. What's your passive, and then Granley, you can roll me a sleight of hand.
Okay.
I have 11. Oh,
I at least
4.
at least I can say I know where all of Dan's money is, or Meliodas' money is.
You have it.
Yeah, I have it.
So I see her taking it. Is that what it is?
Yeah, I got a 4.
At the very brief second at the corner of your eye, you see her grab it.
I just dissolve the blade and turn to her, open my hand. It's like, can I have this?
I would like to do an insight check. See if he's. Oh, it doesn't matter because I got a. Oh, it's not bad. 11.
What are you inciting?
I want to see if.
What his intentions are?
Yeah, I want to see if he's being pure with his intentions of handing it over to his family and.
Yeah, he's sincere. Yeah.
Okay, I'll pass it over.
He nods and puts it in his pocket.
I'll approach the captain and ask, did anyone get past you? Is the people safe? That was you, Dugan.
Oh, you're asking what?
Yeah, we're asking him for.
Did anyone get past? Are the people behind you safe?
Everybody's locked up and behind the doors. Forgive me, I'm badly wounded and very tired.
Why don't we probably should check on them to make sure nothing got past and make sure everyone is safe, and then take an assessment and maybe all rest for a bit.
I will just say, we did have a massive machine burst through. This isn't the best protected space at the minute, and we're down in the crypt. Theoretically, something could have poured in through the front door.
Yeah,
Isn't that where everybody is still? All of our people that we
They
brought?
slowly start coming down after Adira came in.
Okay.
Yeah, I did my job. I kept them alive.
We can't escort 200 people out of this in our state, and
No.
we can fortify it and maybe help make sure nothing else comes for the night, but I don't think we can move these people now, if ever.
You're super quiet, my dude.
No, they wouldn't be safe anywhere, honestly. Up here is the best place for them right now, but there's a door protecting them at the very least. He'll also walk up to what he assumes is a cleric, the leader. He doesn't know him, or do I know him?
Give me a religion check.
Okay. No, that sucks. An 11. If it's a
It
religion, I would
it
know
wasn't
it would
really
be with
high
advantage.
DC, but you
Okay.
you look at his clothes. You've heard tales people like this. He's what they call a war priest.
He gained 6 HP as Imperial World Healing hands him. Give him a little bit of HP back.
Thank you, kind sir.
Anyway.
Does anybody want to do anything else for Melis's body before it turns to ashes?
I mean, you said the equipment wasn't going to turn to ashes, because I'm just thinking we took a bunch of stuff that was Hellrider stuff out of our armory, and it may still be useful. Just reminding everyone, it was a bloodbath here. We are in hell.
I'm aware.
I will.
I have some tact.
I will head over to
hell. There is no space for tact in hell.
I will head over to the demon thing, that big old thing.
Devil.
Yeah, the devil thing. And he has nothing on him. He's just a body, right? He doesn't have like.
He has that massive pole arm that is unwieldy by anybody that's medium or small.
Okay, well, I'll just like roll it off to the side, and I will snap my fingers and produce a flame in my hands, and I will just burn his body.
Even in his dead state, burning does nothing to it.
And I just say, well, shit. And walk away.
Was the polearm magical?
It's an infernal weapon.
Can I use it with my powerful build? Goliath?
No.
Can you use... Okay. Can it carry one size larger?
It's like double size of you.
Like...
Can't use it.
Final Fantasy style right now?
He's going Dragoon class.
It's magical.
After like Grunlia does her little grieving and walks away, he will pick up. Is that green spear there still?
It's on Lexi's back.
Yeah.
You said right. You said you were gonna wait until he was good of it. He'll pick up his spear. Meliodas' spear.
Oh, okay.
The vicious spear.
Yeah. Yeah, you can pick it up.
He'll put it on his back.
It's
Shadow would have said bye too. He would have laid by him.
Well, if we're taking the time and camping out, I'm gonna take some time to bring Sparky back since somebody got him dispersed in the first place. Jackass.
Does anyone need? Granley will just check in with everyone, see if anyone needs
Well, let's
topping off.
Let's get behind the door, and then we can rest.
Yeah. Well, are we? I'm just thinking. Meliodas did ask us to keep the family safe.
We should check on them.
Should
Does the guard?
should we just check to see who is there, or is it safer to leave the door locked? I mean, like, how soundproof is this door?
Lexi, it's better if we get inside and we get some sleep. Otherwise, we're not going to help anybody.
He's not wrong.
Either way, we're going in.
How wide is the door? You said it's 20 feet wide.
I mean,
each door's 10. Is that what you said?
Is 10 feet wide.
Oh, 10 feet wide total.
Yeah.
Okay.
Plus, we do have civilians here that also need to be protected.
Is there any barricade or anything on the outside, or is everything on the inside?
Everything's on the inside.
Yeah, so we can go in. We can have them let us in and then re-barricade it and lock it back up. So us staying out here does no good.
Listen, I don't know about the rest of you, but I feel and look like shit. So.
Yeah. I'm also feeling that. I did say to Meliodas that I wasn't going to kill him because he had a family and now he's died, and
you didn't kill him.
I didn't kill. Well, I didn't kill him. I had issues that I wanted to resolve, and like the family is kind of the last thing that I could tick off as a resolution. We may not have got on, but
coming back to. Sorry,
I'm not a terrible person.
Sorry to interrupt before we get too far. So for Meliodas' stuff, I added the spiritual inventory Empyrean. You can refresh your character sheet.
Yep.
If y'all want to grab everything else he has, there's a potion of fiendish pain left. Yes. He has
I
a
would
sh-
take that.
He has a
Okay,
shield.
I don't know if you still had one.
He has a shield +1. He has two.
Just a regular shield.
Did he freeze for you guys, or was that just me?
Yeah, you froze.
I froze.
Yeah, you're good now.
Okay. A shield +1. It's just a regular shield +1.
Is it made of wood or metal?
It's metal.
Metal.
It's the one he bought from Jednet's place.
If no one else, I use a shield. If no one else does.
Go for it. I don't use it.
I use one, but only wood.
I mean, hypothetically, since we're getting ready to take a long rest, I could blow through a couple slots and just vortex warp us on the other side of the door.
I think you have to see though.
You have to see the destination.
Yeah.
It's a
Okay, I'd
big
like to
iron
call
gate.
bullshit because there is a certain little gnome on another campaign who managed to do it with a gigantic Goliath.
He saw the other side through the
It was
slit.
bars. It was a barred door. It was a
Yeah, it's a bar door. Yeah.
There's no vision on the other side of that door.
There's 2 alchemist fire flasks.
I'll take it just
yes.
to put it in the bag.
He has his amulet, which now Dominus already has.
Right.
He has a dagger.
How many holy? Or yeah, we'll get to it. Go ahead.
He has a dagger. He has a holy water full of It's a flask of holy water.
Just one?
Yeah. No, he has 3. I'm sorry, he has 3 of them
Oh.
Okay.
that he did himself a long time ago as a ritual.
I have a lot of those. I don't need those. Someone else can take those.
Hang on,
Yes,
I
He
don't
has the
those.
magical backpack that has these pockets, and he's just putting them in there.
He has 5 javelins
Who needs okay, 5? Wow.
from his starting
I mean-
equipment as a paladin.
I use javelins. I just haven't had a chance, but I can take those.
Take them.
He has basic plate armor.
Am I taking it, or if they're not, I'm gonna take it.
I might take the holy water. I was just double checking mine.
Sorry, didn't mean to hear that.
Oh, I have holy water if you need it.
Why?
Yeah, we have extra.
He has a bone of animation that he
I would
had since the
like
very
that, please.
He's never used it since he got it the very first episode.
I would like that, please.
What's a bone of animation?
You can create a skeleton and it lasts for an hour or let me see. It lasts for 1 hour or drops to 0 hit points. The skeleton is friendly to your companions for your duration. It has its own turn too, but I'll simplify and just say it goes the same time. He picked that up the very first episode.
Go ahead. No, dear.
Thank you. Thank you.
Do you need it or you want me?
I'll add it.
Just put bone of animation. All
All I
right.
had to type was bone of and it popped up.
He still has that Rosa ball.
The what?
The Rosa ball. I think Domino's has one.
What is that?
It contains spawn of Bill spawn. It glows.
Oh, I'll take that. Yeah.
So type in Rose of Ball, BHAAL. Then of course he has a bedroll, mess kit, playing card set, rations. He has 12 rations.
I mean, yeah, take the rations.
So he has 12 rations. He has 50 feet of harpoon rope. Or hempin rope, sorry.
How's that harpoon? Does he have a harpoon
I
too?
mean, hempin
Harpoon rope?
Sorry.
That's
Sorry,
dope.
I misread it.
No, I was kind of hoping for the latter.
I know. Come on, we can harpoon someone and pull them closer to you.
No, it's
Hell yeah.
hempin rope. Tinder bots. He has 10 torches and a water skin. He also has 8 silver and 97 copper.
We can take that and give it to his family.
I mean, most of his gold should go to his family, honestly. But I don't think they really have any use for gold right now, nor do we.
Yeah, there's bigger
So-
fish to fry.
I don't know who's going to be buying and selling right now.
All right.
It's kind of just loot and plunder.
I just wanted to get that out of the way so I don't
That
forget it.
works.
So go ahead. Y'all continue. Y'all.
Is he opening the door? Because I want to get inside.
Yeah, are we going into the civilians?
As you cracked open the door, these 200 Elturellians, lack of a better term, start standing up. And they all look rough. They look scared. They look terrified. The handmaiden you left the child with, Letzi, comes running up.
Okay.
You're alive. That's good.
How are you and how is everyone?
Everybody's safe for now. I got the little one to sleep.
Is there anything you need?
No. Have you decided who's going to take care of her?
Having a complete blank at the minute as to who should. Because none of us are very good at this.
What? Take care of who?
As y'all see, there's a dark-haired little girl that's can't be no more than 1 year old, like in this woman's arms, talking to Letzi.
Whose baby is that?
See, I'd have to think we're in hell. This is a really awful place to really get.
Whose baby is that, Lexi?
It is a very, very long story and complicated.
Can you simplify it?
I would like to, but I think I may have had too many head injuries on our way down here.
Do they have parents, Lexi?
I don't think they have parents at the minute. I've left them here to be looked after, but to be
But
fair,
what?
it's all a bit of a mess.
We can't bring a baby with us.
Letzi, check your messages.
We can't, but they like this. They have.
There
I
is.
believe this is the thing. It's complicated. It's a mess. I believe Damanos might have better insight into what Meliodas wanted, but
This is Meliodas' kid?
I believe this to be.
Even
But again-
more so. We can't bring her with us. Lexi, we don't even know what would happen when we go down the street. We can be attacked at any time.
I think we should check though with the amulet just to make sure, because I believe that Meliodas's daughter was down here. This is who I believe it to be, but it's complicated because there's no one to leave her with.
Is it an
And
elven
especially
child?
there's no one now.
Wait, I was gonna say we can't leave her here.
Wait, I understand what you're saying. You weren't even sure if this was his kid.
I believed it to be, but like we're in hell. It's been very chaotic. Me and Meliodas haven't exactly had the best of, but I'm not going to leave a child to die, even if I'm not agreeing with their parents.
Is his
I've
wife
kept them
not-
safe up to this point, but like I believe Damanos could like confirm because Damanos had that relationship with Meliodas, but I've no idea what to do with this child, so I don't know who to
All right.
leave them.
All right, you're rambling. Dominus, can you tell if this is his kid?
Is it an elven child, Dugan?
Yes.
Would I be able to tell whether it's Meliodas' child?
How are you telling?
I mean, out of character, isn't her picture in the locket?
That's what I thought, the keepsake.
Yeah, I can have a look into the keepsake. Is it the child?
It seems to match.
While the argument's going on, Adira would just like, can I hold the baby, please?
The handmaiden looks at Letzi for approval.
I believe Adira can hold the child.
She can be trusted.
Yeah. Adira can hold the child while we have the discussion around the future.
She
won't
gingerly
have-
puts her in your arms, Adira.
Adira loves kids, so she's like in the seventh heaven right now.
Empyrean looks at Lexi. She won't have a future if she comes with us. She needs to stay here.
She
What's
doesn't
wrong
have
with?
a future in hell.
Well,
This is-
no one
this-
does. Can't we? We kind of need to leave everyone here, or at least get them somewhere safer if this isn't safe. But
How are we going to move 200 people through the streets? We barely could keep the people we had with us here. Listen, I'm not saying that life's not important, nor am I saying we should leave them to die. But they're more than likely going to die if they come with us. I can't protect every single individual here. And if we go out there, more than half of them will die.
But how can we sustain them in a crypt long term? We can't. We leave them here.
We don't even have a long term, Lexi. If you haven't noticed, we're falling into hell.
We need to get them to the High Hall under the crypts there. For the rest of the villages. We should have enough of the Hell Riders left here. And some of the Order.
Are there Hell Riders in the crypt?
They're coming back. What's left? Say probably like 10 of them or so. Coming back.
are you
Okay.
wanting us to take you to the High Hall, or are you going to use the Order and Hell Riders that are left to get you guys to the High Hall?
We can
200 is a lot of people to move.
We
That
can-
is.
We
That's a lot
can
of people.
follow behind where you clear out.
Listen, Lexi, have you been out there? Have you roamed the streets?
I've been out there. That's kind of how I got Meliodas' daughter.
Then
Sure.
you understand
Found
the world, the floor we're standing on right now is breaking apart. There are ventilations of magma that are coming out.
We also potentially have equipment in the armory that we could arm some people, and then they're not entirely sitting ducks. But I mean, where is safer? Here is not safe. Outside is not safe. Getting
Nowhere's
up the high
safe.
is not safe. Nowhere
But
is safe. But
this
what
place
makes
is-
here safer?
This place is all but fallen. This is the last safe room, and there's no protection above anymore. If we get
Half
to
of them are
about
gone crazy.
half of
There are cultists out there dedicated to the fiends. Other people. You know what's more dangerous than fiends? It's fucking people. Well,
Have we been some food though to support these people here? I mean, we
Depends on-
may not have a future, but their future doesn't necessarily need to be completely miserable. Maybe we should be having this in the corner and out of earshot of people.
no, we shouldn't. Because then how about this? We go with your plan. Are you going to protect every single one of those people?
To be fair, this isn't my plan. This is an idea. A plan suggests.
Sure, let's
that
say we
those
go
people
with your
want
idea.
This.
Let's say
We're
we go
just
with your idea.
brainstorming.
Sure. Let's say we go with your idea. Can you protect everyone here?
Well, not single-handedly, no.
What? There are other children here, Lexi. We can't show favoritism to saving one child when all of these kids.
she's not the one
Parents
saving
and-
one child. She's
I
like, come on,
wasn't.
move it.
No,
I wasn't taking one.
Let me finish what I'm saying. We can't show favoritism to Meliodas' child, is what I'm saying here, first of all. Before anything. Can you say that you can protect every one of these people and all the children that you come out and bring out into those streets?
Well, I can't save them all here either, so I can't say that regardless of where we go.
I can tell you it's a lot safer here than it is out there. For most of them.
Is there food supplies here still with all the destruction above, Jugan? I mean, it was pretty
Not
destroyed
very
above.
much left.
So
There,
they'll stay here
was
for a
some-
day or two and then run out of food, and then they'll have to make the journey by themselves. As opposed to now, we could clear a path for them, and some of them might not make it, but we give them a better chance of them staying here and starving.
and we
having-
could arm some of them. We could arm some of them. And we have other additional Hell Riders here. I mean, death is probably going to be following us regardless of where these people go. They either die here, they die in the streets, or they die up at High Hall. But they're going to die.
Fine. I agree. But I will tell you this. I will not sacrifice my life to save one person. I will be focusing on saving the many. I hope you understand that.
I'm not asking you to save specifically Meliodas' daughter. I'm talking about the bigger picture here in regards to the fact that we have 200 people.
I'm not speaking
whether or not we have
strictly of
a
Meliodas'
guardian
daughter.
situation.
I'm saying if there are people who can't keep up, then they're being left behind, is what I'm saying. I'm not specifying Meliodas' daughter. I'm talking about the people who cannot keep up with us. The people who unfortunately straggle behind. I will not wait for them. We cannot wait for them. That's all I'm saying.
I can understand that.
You can look at your messages.
I can understand that sentiment. This is a time for difficult decisions, and the needs of the many do outweigh the needs of the few. But I do feel we would be remiss if we didn't at least attempt. I'm not saying that everybody can be managed. I understand that that is your position on this, but I want to get as many people as I can to High Hall as safely as I can, given the difficult situation that we're in. And I do expect there to potentially be losses as we do that.
All right. As long as you accept that. I accept it too. No.
I mean, we are in hell, so.
Yay. Home sweet home, right?
Yeah, death abounds, as we've discovered. But.
Anyways, Domino's, any opinions?
Whatever we do, we will take Meliodas' child with us. I will protect her. I don't care what happens to these others.
I have a question for our lovely group while we're debating this. Has anybody been to Helm's Hall lately, or whatever?
High Hall.
High Hall. Thank you. Yes. Has anybody been there lately?
Above table, the people of this group that was there and know about High Hall are either current. Actually, they're both dead.
Oh, great. Okay.
Are you kidding me?
I mean, could they have passed on knowledge to someone before their death?
They've been with the group the whole time, so.
I will say Domino's was speaking and he was being very, having a moment before he was cut off there.
I did, sorry.
It's fine. I said what I wanted to say. I care about Meliodas' daughter. I don't care about the others. I will go with whatever you decide. But she's under my protection.
I'm going to jump in here and just inquire as to how you plan to do this, considering that she's very small. Are you going to swaddle her around your armor, or I'm trying to envision how you can do this, because right now she has someone who has been looking after her, who will be carrying her. Unless you plan to carry her, that's two people.
Well,
she has no other guardian or no one else that she knows and relates to, other than this person who I left her with.
I have someone who can care for her.
I think Adira has something to say.
She seems to be doing okay with me, and I had a bit of an idea if you guys were willing to hear it. I may or may not have a few tricks up my sleeves, and I could hypothetically, once we got closer, take as many of the children as I could and get them into High Hall relatively quickly. Granted, I only have a certain range, but
I don't think that's a bad plan. If anyone else has any other plans, that doesn't sound
Are there
terrible.
any clerics, bards, or wizards that have sending here, like any of the other, not our party, but like any of the Hell Riders or anyone that could send a communication to High Hall? Because I think that's what everyone's asking is do we know if it's still standing? And it's a third level spell, but I would assume one of them would have it, that they could talk back and forth. That way we could see. I mean, make sure High Hall's not fallen before we march our 200 people there and find it's even worse shape than this.
I mean, I have it in my spell book, but I don't have it prepared.
We were meant to be taking a rest.
Well, so the problem with Dira using it though is you don't know anyone there. You have to know someone who you're familiar with. So we would need someone in the either the Order or the Hell Riders that knows someone that's there that could send messages back and forth.
How familiar do they have to be? Could there be someone theoretically Adira's?
She'd have to know they're there though. You have to know.
The only person that I know is in Hell is currently in a certain forge that we do not speak of. And I don't think that would do us any good.
Do what you want to do. I already made my point. I've said my piece.
So, Jugan, does anyone have done any of the other NPCs?
About this time, Unoth, he comes up and says, "We've been having messages back and forth. The fiends do not know anything about the tunnels underneath High Hall. High Hall is roamed with hellhounds, fiends, spiders, scorpions. You have to clear it out, but they do not know how to get under the temple or under the High Hall. Frick, you know how to get to High Hall. There's a gauntlet, or almost Torm's hand. There's a button you push and it opens up, and there's a door that leads underneath the tunnels. We have to get there.
So upstairs would find a tunnel.
The main room. There's Torm's hand is a gauntlet. There's a lever to hit. And it opens up, and you can get down to the tunnels from there.
So
why didn't
we can go through the tunnel?
No, tunnels in the High Hall.
Tunnels in High Hall.
So basically, if we get to High Hall, there's a button to press that'll open up like a secret tunnel underneath High Hall. So it's not like tunnels that connect stuff. It's kind of like this where we're at right now, but it's more hidden, more secure.
You know, and that's great and all, but that doesn't solve the problem of how we're going to get from here to there.
And also, it doesn't solve the problem of the hellhounds, fiends, and spider scorpions that are apparently roaming.
Yeah, it's great information to know once we get there, but for right now, it's great information. I'm not knocking that random person. However, right now, it doesn't benefit us.
I am also their current leader. I can order them to take up arms.
Right.
Move as a force.
This comes back into how many people are under them in that tunnel.
I do not know.
So we are going to bring 200 people across town, which we will not be able to hide them more than likely, and possibly compromise one of the only strongholds with people left in it alongside this one.
Not if you clear it out first.
But we would have 200 people with us as we're clearing it out.
No, we would go ahead. We would walk ahead of them and clear it out, and then they'd be
Where are those 200 people going to be as we clear it out? Where's the safe location? There's nowhere. There's nowhere safe.
We already had the situation happen where people came up on us, took one of our own, and then ran off. They don't need to take one of our own and run off to send a message to everyone else. We've been through this. We've done the game.
Okay, that wasn't my fault. I would just like to specify on that.
I don't want to hear from you right now on that. But the situation is what it is. We could be compromising those people and bringing them there.
If they stay here, they're guaranteed to die.
They are guaranteed to die if they stay here. And Daminos is going to be taking Meliodas' daughter regardless. So we are going to have a +1, I believe, regardless of what we decide. There's going to be additional people.
They're on you. I'm with you guys. I'll fight with you guys, but I'm not sacrificing myself for any of that. That's just what it is. I have a goal here, a job to do. And my job isn't babysitting.
Well, I think that's going to be Daminos. But Akira, this transporting of children into High Hall, considering the fact that we have a tunnel? Would you still be able to do that? Considering
If you guys,
don't know where it is.
if you guys can get me within at least 500 feet of High Hall, I can get as many children as I can in.
Into a tunnel that you've never seen before.
No, but I can get us into High Hall at least, and then I can look for the hand while you guys are actually trying to get the rest of the way there.
Children on your own?
I like kids like me.
But
no,
if
they're going back to the Hellhounds, Fiends, and Spider Scorpions here.
If there's stuff inside that where near the gauntlet.
Yeah, you will just teleport into your middle of
dinner
creatures.
I can vortex warp somebody. No, I can't do that unless the door's open.
You're just delivering food.
No we don't want to press the button though until the hall's cleared, because if we press the button while the door's opening, as Empyrean pointed out, then we're putting everyone in those tunnels in danger. So we need to clear out the building before we press that button and make sure no one sees where that button is.
Okay, well,
either way, 200 people disappearing inside of a building is going to be a little bit weird.
so then why don't we move them in smaller groups?
That's wasting time.
Not
that we don't have.
Hear me out here before you talk over me. We break them down into smaller groups, so we're not moving 200 people at a time. What we do is we move us into smaller groups, some armed, some not, and we move that way instead of marching an entire pool of 200 people, which, as you pointed out, hasn't stopped people from getting taken. I'm a perfect example of that, or us losing people. But if we move in the smaller group, we run the chance of lessening those numbers.
How small is this group that you're envisioning? Because there's 200 people here.
Oh, I know. Well, if you divide 200 by 6,
it's 30.
Yeah.
And some change. 30 and then
Okay, so are we being split up between those groups? Because if that's the case, then no.
Yeah, that's not really one of us per group, that's not feasible. They don't have any
Even
training.
with the soldiers they have here, you're having smaller groups that have less protection and defense.
How far away is High Hall? If we were to walk there, not stop at all, obviously it's not going to happen. But how long would that take?
Not very long, because you're right down the road from it. You're in this. If you have the map.
Of course I have.
If we're just down the road, is there any way to clear it and run back and bring the people?
All right, so.
Yeah, because not gonna lie, we were all just talking like we thought we were still clear across the freaking
if you're looking
city.
on Twitch right now, I have the map up where y'all's location is at. High Hall is pretty much right down the road. It's not that incredibly far.
So if we cleared a path and then cleared out High Hall, we could have.
There's a giant demon on the screen.
I removed that. It's delayed. You gotta give it a second.
Yeah, we are. Oh my god, we are literally right down the road. We're probably about 3 blocks away, roughly.
Well, that's a different story. I mean, still the situation is what it is, though. Nothing we said is incorrect, even with that information.
No.
Taking 200 people down 3 blocks, we don't know what's down those 3 blocks. I mean, we took 2 blocks and got attacked by how many things?
I'll talk about it.
Listen, it is what it is. I've said my piece. I'll do what you guys do, but I have my goals.
Mommy.
And if there's any plan that includes all of us splitting up, it's a fuck no from me.
There is strength in numbers, and I think if they were armed, maybe we would stand a better chance. The thing is, no matter what decision we make, people are going to die.
Yep.
It's a question of how many people are going to die and what our limit is on this. And I think,
well, if we want the fastest route, our fastest bet right now is to take the rest, just bunker down here from the night, take the rest, move as a whole tomorrow. We're gonna lose a lot of people, but that'll be our fastest chance of getting in there.
Should we move as a whole, or should we move ahead and clear a path and then let the guards and everyone remaining?
But the problem is we'd either have to split or leave somebody behind that we can communicate back.
You said you have sending. Prepare sending tomorrow, and look at someone's face here and learn them, so that way you can send a message.
We have
do it with
here.
The captain, or the leader of the Hell Riders. Just send a message to him. You send to save one spell slot to make sure we can send when they're.
Well, he has to come with us.
Why?
Yeah, because he's the only one.
He's the one who can order them when we get.
He can order the people here. People, are you talking about the people at the hall?
Yeah, at the hall.
Yeah, he said
That's the point when he was saying he's the leader.
I thought they said that no one was alive up top. They're all down below.
They all came
right
now.
No. In the other hall, in High Hall.
Oh.
Is there anyone for him to command in High Hall that he needs to come with us to High Hall?
Yeah, they're all in the tunnels.
They're on the tunnels. So we aren't going to open the tunnels until we're ready to put them in.
Okay, yeah.
So
he's a cleric, right?
The people he was talking about commanding are the people here.
War priest.
War priest. It's a wizard.
I wouldn't mind having a war priest with us.
Yeah.
Do you guys more good than I would?
I think he needs healing though.
I need the long rest first.
We all need.
We all need a long rest, buddy.
I mean, technically.
Shut up.
So at the minute, are we thinking one group ahead, main group behind, and a way of communicating between the two groups so we clear a path? Or what are we envisioning?
Yes.
That might be our best bet.
One party to clear out the thing, and then a communication back to the 200 to tell them, come now.
All right, perfect. Then we'll leave Rhea here. You communicate with Rhea. You know.
Oh yeah, I forgot we have Rhea. I know
I
Rhea.
totally forgot it too.
She didn't help with that fight at all, right?
No, she stayed back with the
She was
Dira.
with civilians.
Oh yeah,
She was with civilians.
Rhea stayed back with me.
Also,
That's why.
Lulu, come here, my child.
No, you yelled at her.
I didn't yell at her. Fuck off. You weren't even here.
I was there.
Ignore her. Lulu, come here.
What?
Did we leave the armory open after Granlia basically got themselves sliced in half?
I thought you were
Speaking of, what is Granlia doing in this moment?
Oh, she's not with the group at all. She's finding her mom and her dad if she can. And if she can't, then she's just hanging out with her brothers.
Your brothers, I recall. Maybe.
Okay, buddy. What's up? What's on?
I thought we
They're
saved
with the
one.
group.
We saved one or two of
No,
them.
she's talking before this.
Oh.
I think I don't remember the brothers.
I'm pretty sure they had told you that your parents were at High Hall.
Yeah.
Yes, I do remember that. Yes, your parents
Oh,
are at High
okay,
Hall.
well then
I do
So
remember that part.
We saved them and told them to go to High Hall.
Okay.
Myself and a party. Yep.
Okay, then I'm just chilling with them, making sure that once everyone gets in the room, then I'm gonna just be chilling with them and Shadow.
I'm having fun playing
Catching
with
up.
the baby.
Yes, he does. Does Lulu come?
Baby's asleep, so I don't know how much fun you're
Oh,
having.
she's asleep. Okay, I'm content. The baby's asleep. Life's good. No
I
screaming.
need to know, is Lulu coming?
No.
What do you mean no? Shut up. Is Lulu coming?
Coming where?
To me, I call Lulu.
Oh. Why did he kill Meliodas?
Come on. He's trying to console her. And pet her. Because they're evil fiends, Lulu.
We need to save these people.
That's what we've been trying to tell him, but he didn't want to listen.
I never said that I didn't want to save people. If that was the case, then why would I have saved everyone that we brought with us?
Exactly. Why save them and not these people?
I just hate to see more people die because of the decision we made. We don't know anything right now. We have little information on anything that's happening. Damn, we don't even know what's gonna happen in 30 fucking minutes from now, let alone anything else. There's a lot of uncertainties. Making these decisions could cost more lives than anything else. We don't know. That's why I'm hesitant. He doesn't say it quietly, so if you guys were trying to listen, then it wouldn't be anything like that. That's all.
Well, Lulu, in her purest form, obviously wants to save everybody.
I know. I do too. Trust me, I do. Anyway, make your decision. I'm gonna go rest with Lulu.
All right.
He will walk off and go take a nap with Lulu. I need the Lulu nuzzles for health.
Do we want to lead watches?
I'm going to go to the front. What's barricading the door?
Just the door itself.
Okay. I'm going to stick my staff into the ground and build my hut in the doorway. To hopefully provide some sort of extra layer of protection just in case.
Okay.
We have the additional Hell Riders. So are they in need of a long rest? 'Cause I feel like we're more in need of a long rest. And
I
potentially
think everybody's
we
in
could
need of a long rest here.
But yeah,
Okay.
everyone here has been under attack, right? So
That's just because they've been in a crypt, whereas we've been fighting. So I was just like, potentially they could be the ones to watch while we actually rest, because we'll be leading the way.
And that way, if we rested for 8 hours, we could do 8 hours really quick and get moving bright and early.
Yeah.
I mean, Adira doesn't need rest as he's walking away. Have her do the watch.
Need 4 hours. I'll do the watch. Jesus, cranky man. I'm not gonna say that because that's gonna start an argument. If you guys want to take the sleep, I can take watch.
It was Samia Knight asking about Lulu. This is Lulu. It's a little Hollyphant.
Although, if you ask Domino's, she's bacon.
Yeah.
She's
But we
not bacon.
As I say, but we don't talk about that because that seems to hit a sore spot with Empyrean.
It's bacon and wings at the same time. It's like
It is not. It's an elephant. You don't make bacon out of elephant. You make stew.
What's bacon?
Nothing. Here. Eat some dried rations that are definitely not bacon.
Okay.
Adira will throw a little pack to Empyrean. Here, it's fruit and nuts. Give this to her.
No, Lulu's a carnivore.
She's an elephant. She is an herbivore.
I know. She still ate it though.
She flies over to Adira and eats them out of her hand.
Fine, but you're coming when I go to sleep, little.
Can I take?
I'm a little what?
Little beautiful creature.
I'll tell her what you really said. Keep that
I
up.
said beautiful creature. I'm going to bed now.
Come here, Lulu. You can hang out with me.
Never mind. She rolled a natural one, so she believes you.
Of course she does. She loves me.
Oh, roll a deception check. Just see.
Use your inspiration.
I'm going to use my nat 20 inspiration. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to nat 20 this.
Okay.
Go ahead.
All right. So mark that off.
My child must always know that I love her dearly and I would never say anything bad about her.
Might insight that to see if he's talking a load of crap.
He rolled nat 20, so.
A nat 20. Okay, insight. You want to use one of your nat 20s?
I don't have any nat 20s.
Again, nat 20. Again, this is skills. So even just because you roll a nat 20 may not be higher than what they roll. So.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So I'm going to use my advantage, and then I'm going to use a d6 to insight this bitch because I know he's lying through his fucking teeth.
Fucking shit. That's bull.
So that'll be 20 along.
It doesn't
with...
matter.
Hold on. Nah, this is to prove a fucking point here, jackass. 25 against your 20.
You know what pisses me off?
What's your total of your deception? Because you used a nat 20. What's your plus on your?
You know what pisses me off? If she didn't use that d6, she would have failed. But because she used the d6, she passed. Fine, whatever. I'm going to sleep.
It's okay, Lulu. I'll protect you from the mean man. He only gets like this when he doesn't sleep.
Anyway, so who's doing what?
I would like to take Meliodas' child to once with me, and I assume Gallus is with us as well.
Yeah, Galos, everybody that you had in the hall are with you.
So you officially take protection of the child, who Damonus now sees.
Child's currently with Adira. Did you take him from Adira?
Yeah, ask Adira friendly to hand over the child.
Can I have her back later?
You can play with her at some point if you promise to be nice.
Okay, the only person I'm mean to is Empyrean. Thank you.
then
If you need help with her, give me a yell, and she'll give the child over to Domino's.
I sit down in the corner with her while she's like sleeping and take Gallus to me as well and tell him that she is under our protection. As her father made an oath, and the oath is for the child just as well, so she's our warden.
Domino's, when you open that locket, you also saw a name there. Emilia.
Emilia.
I may be mispronounced. It's Emiliana.
Liana?
Emiliana. There we go.
Emiliana, okay.
That's the child's name.
And while he sleeps, he will like have her rest on his lap. So he's like sitting in a with his legs over cross, protecting her.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Is that? I didn't quite hear. Anybody taking watches?
Adira's taking second watch, I think. She said she was doing
I'm
4 hours.
taking first watch.
Anybody taking it with her?
Are we just going to try to do 8 hours of sleep and then get marching? Or are we going to try to do 3 watches?
As long as a Hell Rider will come take over at the come stand with her at the 4-hour mark, she's fine.
I want to give y'all opportunity to talk to each other and mainly. So
I would be in need of a long rest, I think, following all this. Plus, I was unconscious when we all met initially. I've had quite a few head knocks and other injuries. I think out of most of us, I'd probably definitely be there in a long rest. But I can definitely we have 10 additional Hell Riders here at least. So there will be someone to back you up with the watch.
I have to trance at least for 4 hours, so I was like, I need at least somebody here with me.
So I should probably go and see which Hell Riders we have here and sort of figure out who's left. And then have a discussion with them to see who can take over the watch or support the watch.
As you see them, they're like badly injured, badly hurt.
Okay, but he's badly injured and hurt. Okay. Out of all of us, who is best positioned, do they feel, to support a watch? Because I
have plenty of health. I don't have any rages, but I have plenty of health.
Yeah,
I mean, you certainly don't have to take watches. I'm just asking. If y'all want to take watches, it's basically give you two sets of characters each time to have a session to have like talk to each other about stuff. It's mainly what I'm getting at. If you want to do that.
Oh, okay. 'Cause I've had DMs who are like, "Do you want to take a watch? You should really maybe think about taking a watch. Have you taken a watch?" And then suddenly you regret not taking the watch.
Yeah, I actually have to go right now. I'm gonna leave my camera in and I'm gonna turn it off, but I have to go right now. I apologize.
All right.
Okay.
But it was fun playing with you guys, and I can't wait to come back.
Yeah.
When we start back up.
Yeah. See you later.
See ya.
So basically, we're going to do a long rest, and I was going to cut it anyway. So, any last minute role play stuff y'all would like to do?
I think I would like to maybe have my long rest with the other Hell Riders, and then we kind of sort of explore like morale boosting, because obviously these are my people. They've been through a very difficult time, and after our long rest, that's only going to get worse. So I think at this point, maybe, hi Craig, maybe we should go and morale boost the troops just a smidge. And
we can try.
Maybe see if Unther wants to maybe help with that, because they will definitely have a little bit more sway than us on that one.
He says, let's let them rest first, and then in the morning we'll do that. far as like
Avernus,
ordering them to
still-
ready to go and
Yeah. I think I still want to just quickly browse my troops, though, just to make sure that they're. And then we do the long rest. I don't have to morale boost until the morning, but just to at least
Show
visually
you're
see
there.
everybody.
Show them.
Yeah, but also make sure our presence
simple.
is noted. Yeah.
yeah. I get what you're saying. Domino's, do you have anything you would like to do?
And Avernus is like surprisingly taken back by the whole Ameliodas thing, so he just sticks with his child for now. Cares for her, sticks with Gallus, and just in the corner of the group. Very deep in thought. But not happy to talk to anyone.
You're not or are?
Not happy.
What about Greenlia?
Oh, she's curled up with Shadow in the hut, and her brothers are not in the huts, but they're somewhere she can see them.
Adira?
She said, "Be right back."
I'm back. She's settling in to take watch.
Does anybody want to take watch with her?
At this point, for the safety of the party, I don't think anybody else is actually capable of it. So Adira will be watching solo.
All right. Well, y'all can have a long rest. If you need to attune to any items, let's see. You can go ahead and tune to your sword.
Yeah.
Can I get hours on reading my book?
I thought you finished that, didn't you?
No, I got the upgraded one in Candlekeep, remember?
Oh, you still haven't had a chance? How many hours?
No, I think she was only like 10 hours short of being done.
All right. I'll say 4 hours of watch, 4 hours of trancing. Let's say you can have 4 hours of reading.
Sweet, 6 more hours, then we good.
Crick, is there anything you would like to do?
Nope. I think I'd follow Lexi's lead and kind of be with her, kind of help her out. But
Well, as y'all fall asleep, get the much needed rest that you need. That's where we'll call this episode. With a fallen friend, got like 210 other civilians. Gotta figure out what you gotta do with. Family in dire need, in some cases. A child needs to be watched over. We'll call this episode and we'll pick this back up either the end of October or... Actually, let me pick it out because some of you have to keep schedules, so...
Hey, Jugan, I gotta leave. So much love to everybody. See you guys when we come back.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll pick it up in November. If I'm doing my math correct, our next episode for this campaign will be November 5th. And then, so mark your calendars, mark everything you need, and then we'll see you back then. Love you very much. Again, if you'd like to join our Discord, we do giveaways. Currently, Nate, that's in chat, he's running the giveaways for this month and next month. Like I said, this month he's doing the orange dice, and then next month he's doing like 3 different giveaways. So, exclamation point merch. If you want some merch, t-shirts, hoodies, art for all this campaign for all the characters. Greenlee has one for her cup. That helps to support the stream. There's a wish list down below that helps me buy all the stuff that makes this possible. Of course, you can always donate. That helps out too. And all your rewards on here helps me keep doing what I'm doing and providing these games for everybody to love to see. Also coming up in November is going to be Order the Goblet. Tomorrow is session 0 for those players. It's my first tip at dipping into homebrewing a world. I'm starting with the city first, and then maybe when I get more time, I'll do a whole world. That should be a really great one. Thank you, Nate, for the subscription. Who would you like to give advantage to before we close out the session? Or you can just message me offline. That's fine. Thank you very much, everybody. We love you very much, and we'll see you in November. And When in doubt, whip it out.
Whip it out, people.
Said Empyrean. I'll mark it.
Don't hold me back. God knows I've been through this before. I can taste it in the air, and it leaves me wanting more. You crossed me once, it's left a bitter taste, and now you push me, I will tear you down. If you're man enough to fight, if you're man enough to fall, what are you gonna do with your back against the wall? You played the game so far, now come and claim your prize. There's no escaping this time. You think you know it all. Talk will only take you so far before you have to